We party in Ibiza. Shit my soul just like a sneaker. You know just what I mean. You know just what I mean. I love her as my feature.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the podcast where we get to tune in and get a glimpse of the guys. My name's Luciano.
Oyedi.
And Miller.
And we are GG Podcast. Welcome back to Wine Talk Wednesdays.
Favorite day of the week.
Favorite day of the week. We don't have Ty on right now because last minute dinner. But hey,
Right now.
you know, we still got to keep it going.
Show must go on.
But I hope you guys enjoyed that last podcast with Tyler in it. It was fun.
Yeah.
I'm glad we figured out how to do it. So
For real.
Just
Check
like-
that out if you haven't.
Just like good old times.
I know, good old times. So
times.
be more in the future.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, let's get into some white wines.
Yo, I got first.
All right.
I got first.
Yeah.
All right.
Show these motherfuckers how we do it around here.
Timer. 35?
I want 25.
I don't really have a white wine,
Excuse
but this
me?
is white. It's
So he's about to
Prosecco.
pop a bottle.
Is Prosecco count as white wine?
yeah,
Of course.
it's still white.
Yeah?
Of course. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's not red, is it?
Yeah, it's not red.
Just don't hit anyone with the cork unless you lose.
No, we get. I was
It's
just
an
aiming
automatic
that way.
loss.
Automatic loss.
Automatic loss.
Oh shit!
If you hit yourself, it's an automatic win, though.
Facts.
For real?
You don't
Yeah.
get the drink next time if you hit yourself with it.
But you have
if
to like open your mouth and do it, like pop it in your.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Not even a minute in.
You're talking about
Not
getting.
even a
learning from
minute
this
in.
guy.
He's
I'm
talking
learning
about
from
getting
him.
busted into. Is what he's talking about.
Yo,
He's
what-
talking about what?
That's what
sound
you
bad.
talking about.
Hey, yo, what the
That's
fuck?
what he's talking about. He said, "Yeah, open up your mouth and just let it, you know."
No one said
I'm
that.
just saying.
Did you guys hear me say that? I did not say
Play
that.
back what he
Get,
said.
bro, just get your wine.
Here, bro.
You know,
Go first,
Bro.
Damn,
freak
bro.
ass
Fuck,
motherfucker.
bro.
freak.
All right,
Guys are
Should I do
freaks,
25 or
bro.
20?
you're not that guy. Like, do you want to drink?
I'm gonna leave it with 5 seconds left.
25.
Maybe
let's do it.
7. Maybe 7 seconds.
All right,
left.
let me give you 30 and you.
No, give me 25.
25 it is. You ask and you shall receive.
Thank you.
All right, ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go.
All right, so I got Terradoro. It's a Moscato from California. It is a 9.5 alcohol percentage. Let's see what it's about.
This is fast. It's like last night.
Oh God.
Very sweet, very fruity. I'm going to have to give this a 7.9.
Okay. 4 seconds left.
Whoa!
That was pretty. 26. Or actually, no, you're right. I meant 21. My bad.
Is that 21?
Yeah,
Motherfucker.
Oh my god, that was good.
that was pretty good.
It's not the best, though.
You said, yeah. You
Would
said,
you rate it?
7.9. And here's why I rated 7.9. It's only 9.5% alcohol. And shout out my boy Jamie for considering this for me, giving me a recommendation. This is actually really good.
You got it from his place? Where he
Yeah.
went? No.
So I just wish it was a little more better alcohol percentage because you guys know like how I really like my higher percentages. But you know, it tastes awesome.
Bye. Fire.
All right.
All right, you want to go up?
Yeah.
You get it popping?
Get it popping. It's nice and chilled in the garage.
Nice.
Okay.
And what do we...
Damn, bro.
That's what he's doing to me.
No, I was keeping it close to
Jared
you,
was
bro,
like-
but I wasn't like touching you.
Just chasing it. He's like...
He was like,
Yeah, I got you.
DJ, turn me up. Yeah. Yeah. This is old Yeti in the house type shit. You know what we do. We on that.
What? All right. Whoa. Don't read it. Whoa. Wait, yo. Chill.
Yeah. You want me to hold
This is so weird.
Ready?
Ready? I never like popped something.
Yeah.
No.
How much time do you want? Wait, 30?
Yeah, it would be too weird because
okay.
it
Should
can't
we
see
do-
my beautiful face.
Yeah.
Tight shit.
Wait, so we do 30 seconds or 35?
What'd you do?
He did 25.
You did 25?
Yeah, he got it in 21 seconds.
All right, ready? I'm ready.
3, 2,
Wait, what's the time again?
25.
25.
3, 2, 1, go. Ooh, okay.
Okay,
nice.
so this is a Kirkland Asalo Prosecco. It is 11%. It's from Italy. And the taste... Wait, why am I grabbing the mic? I don't even know.
He's so locked in.
It's good, smooth, nice. It's 7.8.
Ooh. Okay. 1 second slower, 22 seconds. You are. You had. Oh wait, no, my bad. I'm slow as shit. You had 5 seconds on the clock, so you did it in 20 seconds. I apologize. You actually just beat the record. Yeah, you definitely just did that. You definitely did that.
That's the daily record.
Yeah, daily record. I like it.
I got description, alcohol percentage, where it's from, name,
Yeah.
and rating.
I was waiting for that thing to crack out. I don't know.
What thing? What thing is we?
I
what
meant
are
like
we talking
we're gonna
about?
get the bottle cracking. Like let's crack out. You know what I mean? Like, bro, chill.
All right, all right.
Gosh,
You're sick
guy's-
mind.
Dude, I thought it was really slow because of this thing.
Yeah, no, I think you actually had a pretty good pop. I'm not gonna lie. Like you popped it within like 3 seconds.
I was scared that I was gonna hit somebody.
Nice and bubbly.
Good.
This is nice and smooth. I'd rate that like an 8.3.
Interesting.
I would too if it was a higher percentage.
So I'm gonna get the time and can I get a brother
Oh,
to hook it up with the mic?
30 or 25?
25.
You want 25? Come on, come
wait,
on.
with the
Come
cork
on.
too? Oh shit.
No. We'll give you
40 or 50, right?
35. I'm like that.
35.
Stop playing with the kid. I swear to God.
Shit, he did win last game.
Yeah,
he did
you're
win
right.
last time. He did win last
Get
time.
ready. I'm about
Come
to get
on
to
now. Don't disappoint us.
it. I won't.
Now, if you get 2 in a row, you know how goated you'll be.
I am gonna be that goat. Is what you meant.
But if you don't get it,
Don't worry about it.
okay, all right.
Just give me the count.
3, 2, 1, go.
All right, so what we have here today is a J Lore. It is going to be from Monterey County. It's a white Riesling. It's 2017. Riesling, same thing. The percentage, I know, some things don't change. Percentage, oh shit. Oh no, percentage is 12%.
Nice. Can he do it?
Smash is the one.
It's kind of sweet and kind of bitter. I'm going to give it a 7.3.
1 second. 1 second. Wow.
Is that the popping? That's the popping. That's the cork best.
What is it, 35 seconds?
Yours was 36, and he did it in 34.
34.
Okay,
You got the new
I got a little, you know what I
record.
mean? I had to push pace here. I'm not going to lie.
And what was the rating?
7.3. The cork opening was
Where's it from?
butchered. It is from, I said it's from whatchamacallit. It was from something county. Monterey County.
Where's that?
I said that. I said, yo, come on now. Wait.
I don't know. I had to check bar.
What? Monterey County it's in California, but Monterey County is a place. You know what I mean? If I told you the wine was from Orange, like that's from where it is. All right, you don't know if it's Orange, Connecticut, or California, but
Yes. No, he said where it's from.
He said where it's from.
We'll give
I mean,
it to him.
hey, I got you though.
Yo, this was a good day, though. Everybody got it in great time. It's fantastic.
We got a buzzer beater over here and
real.
world record or podcast record.
Might as well be a world record. Shit.
It is. Yeah, right now.
This is great.
Wow. This is great. Great wine
Making
talk
waves
so
today.
far.
All
Fucking
right.
hell.
World record man, what you got for us?
What do I got for us? Okay, I guess in what I'm thinking right now, I want to, always go back to a little bit of relationship stuff, but something I thought about recently was how do you tell your girl's friends that they're weirdos? Because and I don't mean it like in the
Starting off hot.
yeah, start off hot. Like, and I don't mean it in the total negative way, but like maybe if you don't,
People going early.
yeah, like you know what I mean. Like you definitely, it's obviously the goal to be friends with, your girlfriend's friends or whatever. But what if your girlfriend's friends just like, you know what I mean? She's just kind of annoying and actually just not. You don't fuck with her. Like you know what I mean? Like how do you go about it?
I've been in a couple relationships, situationships, whatever, when the girl's pretty cute and then her friend is just like, one, they're beat. Two, they just are so weird. Like just so fucking weird.
Yeah.
And it's like I honestly never had the audacity to be like, yo, like, why are you hanging out? Or like, what's good with you? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I never really like thought of it like to address that to her, but I always wanted to, but I don't know how I'd go about it. I've never like actually acted upon it.
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
Has it not mattered enough, or like?
I try to get to know them for who they are, rather than like looking at them from an exterior point of view. Because maybe they see something I don't. But you know, but
you are the people you hang around, so
that's what I'm saying. You know, so I would probably. I don't know what I would probably say, like, how'd you guys meet? Why'd you guys meet?
So how did y'all get together?
Damn.
But I don't know.
I feel like I'm direct with it.
What would you say?
How are you gonna go about
like,
it?
How would you?
I don't know. Whenever I didn't like their friends, I'd just be real with them. Like, so like. Oh no, I tiptoe around it at first, and then I start getting like, I break it in. Like, how'd you guys meet? Like, all this stuff. Like, once like I start getting comfortable with my girlfriend, and I felt like okay to be more like direct and kind of not too direct, but like
more honest, probably.
Just honest. Like, yeah, your friend is kind of like, I don't know, not good. Not good for you. Yeah. I don't know what it is. She just seems a little toxic. But and then they'd like didn't go too well. They'd get a little defensive and all stuff, and I'll just be there like, damn, well, probably shouldn't have brought it up that way, maybe. But then again, now at least it's out there. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's out there. Like, I don't really like them too much. And like I'm being honest with myself because I like met them a few times and it's just like, you know, I don't really like them. But maybe I needed to, get to really know them a lot more. I don't know, talk to them. Shit, I don't fucking know.
It could be a bit of both, though. I mean, I see where you're coming from. Like, you don't fully know them, but like your gut feeling will definitely give you a good sense based off of like meeting somebody like a couple of times, whether you like them or not. Let's be honest. Like, it's not going to take much longer. You know what I mean? And especially, it's what you see from your perspective of like how her friends are like affecting her. So I do think it's healthy.
God, I do remember what I said. I said that she seems very fake.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
she seems very fake and just like not a great person to be around with. Like the energy not giving off, and she defended her for so long. Next thing you know, she fucks her over. And I was just like, in my head, I want to say, see, I was right.
It was about time.
I was right. But I don't want to say, I'm like, damn,
Can't believe it.
Can't believe it.
Yeah. I think it's tough.
But in my head, I was like, I fucking knew it.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I knew it.
It's easy to say from an outside perspective, but at the same time, I guess the only problem I would have with like bringing up this conversation is you have to be careful about it, because you do have to remember that like you are the person that's coming into their life.
Lives.
You know what I mean? Like, it is not the opposite. You are definitely the new person here. They don't know you. You know what I mean? She knows her best friend more than she knows you. You know what I mean? Even if you guys have been dating, you see each other every day. All right, bet it doesn't make up for the years that they've been friends. So I think there's definitely a line of like how to go about it. But I like, in Luch's case, where it's like you still want to be like transparent and be like, hey, I'm gonna be real. Like, either, like I see that you're friends with her, but I'm not personally a fan of these things, like these personality traits of her. I would just personally watch out if I were you, because I don't want it to affect you negatively.
Yeah.
But
like, I don't want to get in like an argument.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. No.
I'm just going to be honest.
Yeah.
In like a good way,
Yeah. I'll personally let them assess it, though. Like, I'll give them the facts and I'll give them my point of view. I'm not going to tell you to be or to not be friends with that person, because it's going to be on your own accord, whether you want it or not. Like, even if I say it, like, what is it going to do, really? You know what I mean? Like, if you don't want to actually do it, it doesn't mean much to me, because it just seems fake. If you're going to cut somebody off just because I said so, you know what I mean? Like, I want you to actually feel it. Be like, oh, I actually don't need to associate myself with these people because they're not good for me. So I'll give you the facts, but the action's on you.
Definitely. I like that.
You ever? I just thought about this. You ever think about like people we date in the future, just like if they really want to get to know you or like your friends, they just watch the podcast.
Wow, that is wild. That is wild.
You ever think about that?
Nah, that's OD.
I don't know. I feel like our opinions can change throughout the years. So like,
yeah,
what we say now might not affect or it might not be valid with who we are in the future.
My opinion could change tomorrow, bro.
That's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
for real.
Yeah.
I know Jared's changed after a few months.
Yeah.
I remember he was like very stern on some things, and then
Try
all
to
of a
stay
sudden
open.
he just like saw the light.
Saw the light.
You just gotta stay open minded. Like honestly.
Yeah, I think
See
we've
the
all
other side of
had like
different things.
different perspectives that have kind of evolved throughout this podcast. Just because we're open to talking about it, and we all do have different perspectives on things. You know what I mean? We don't all move in a relationship the same way, and that's why it works so well. So I do like that. We've definitely grown. But just say back to what you're saying, Luch. Yeah, that's a little scary.
It's kind of funny though.
I've
like all your like all the talks and the memories are just on there.
Like imagine you meet a girl and she's like,
GG podcast, huh? I'm like,
well, I wouldn't mind if she said that, but like if we're like having a great night and like
you want a
chill,
signature? I'm just kidding.
And it's like if it's like chill night and we're like chilling and everything's good. I'm about to make my move, and she was like, "So who the fuck is Ashley?" And I'm like,
"Oh God, yeah."
How do you know that name?
What do you mean by that?
I feel like that might put me on my toes a little bit, but other than that, I don't know. I think it's just I think it's good to voice our opinions now. Yeah. That way it can change in the future because we're all trying to grow as people and see where we can think.
Agreed. Yeah.
If that makes sense.
No, but other than that, all it's done is just expose my personal life. So I mean, hey, fucking right. It's like I love that. Back when I was at school,
it's a journey.
It is a journey. If honestly, the podcast of me back at school, if any of the future relationships do look back at that might be different. Like those were different podcast times. I was ending the podcast with different intentions. but nowadays I'm different.
Looking back at our podcast now is so funny.
So funny, bro.
Like what we talked about was so out of pocket and
wild.
Shit.
I would literally just talk about shit like it was just not gonna go on the internet. It was just like, bro, so last night this fucking like, and I'm like, all of a sudden, like a week later, I'm getting a text from like one of the girls I was talking to, and she's like, "So that's really how you feel about me on the podcast?" Like, and
that's demon.
And I had cut her off because she, like, we were quote unquote exclusive and she was getting with other guys. So I'm not the asshole. I'm just saying, like, she was getting with other guys when she was the one that wanted to be exclusive, and I was down with it. She started getting with other guys. I call her, you know what I mean? And I was like, all right, so we're not going to do this no more. Then I talked shit on her on the podcast, and I was like, yeah, like, honestly, this fucking hoe, low-key, da-da-da, like, literally baited me, tried to, like, honeypot me with, like, oh, I only want to be with you, da-da-da, and, like, I only, like, want to be doing this with you, and then goes out with other, like, hooks up with other dudes, and I'm like, all right, yeah, so this girl, fuck her, oh, God, da-da-da, and I said some, like, OD shit. She sent me a whole paragraph, like, that's really how you feel? And I'm like, no, it was like kind of for the podcast. It was like just jokes, but it was definitely serious. And you know how I feel. It was funny though.
It is. I mean, this podcast is a little dramatized a bit, for the viewers a little bit.
Yeah.
But obviously, our stories are all like true, and our experiences are all, what we share and stuff. But there are times where we try to get the story out there a little dramatic.
Of course, yeah.
There's always truth in jokes, though.
Yeah, I agree.
All jokes have some truth. All good jokes have some truth in it. So
yeah, I agree.
I think that's good to say. I was gonna say,
what's that, dude? I was just saying that.
I just saw a manual.
Just saying that stories are true, but they're a little dramatized. Then you're like,
good jokes.
He said, "Beep bop boo."
All jokes have some truth.
literally, I saw Jared's brain, like the loading sign, just restarting. He's like,
I was gonna. It gets a little too tight, huh?
I was gonna ask, like going back to the situation.
Yeah, you guys see it.
Thank you. Shout out Ollie,
lovely
my barber
hair.
Ollie. I was gonna say, like Muhammad. No. Back to your situation that you were just saying, like with the girl and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you guys think does that more, guys or girls? Like when they'll trick bag,
like that, like that kind of situation.
Yeah,
I feel like it's equal.
I think so too. I think personally, I've seen
Just
a lot
girls
of
don't get caught.
Yeah.
Why not?
Because they're very good.
Okay.
They're like FBI agents, bro. With us, you know what I'm saying?
But guys are not.
So
FBI
they know
agents.
like exactly what to do. But obviously, guys experience the same thing. So I mean, I guess I'm just waffling. But hey,
The waffle.
just waffling. But at the same time, it's like a lot of girls, I guess, know what to do or how to like seek different things, and you know they learn. But at the same time, a man can do the exact same thing. Like
I understand.
Mhm.
Yeah.
so. I guess you can't really say that. So my point is not valid at all.
Well, maybe I'm gonna, or I'll say my opinion. That's kind of piggybacked off that, but kind of it goes back to a question that we've talked about on the podcast before, where it's, can girls get guys easier or can guys get girls easier? So since I think that girls can get guys easier, I personally, and though I agree with Luch, like it can happen to both people, it happens to men and women all the time. But I think a higher percentage of those type of situations that I talked about is gonna be the girl, because they have options and they have like, so they probably have a lot of dudes lined up where they are be able to do that and move, you know what I mean, and like just move on right away.
Talking shit.
Where the guys, they don't got that same type of opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Like they starving out here. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, man,
you already know.
I like that.
No, I've seen that. Fuck
So
yeah.
That is a great
It's a great point.
perspective and point. Yes. I don't know. I was just like thinking, like, if I were to look at a couple from an outside perspective, like I don't know them at all, and I were just to like be like, all right, who's gonna cheat in the relationship?
That's crazy to think about.
Dude, my
So
mind.
you think,
my
you
mind
don't
is-
think like, wow, that's great.
my mind is
I wish I
wild.
can
He
have
said
some
love
of
in the
that,
air.
You know?
No, he
Love in
said,
the air.
how's it gonna end?
Just a little,
Demon time.
just
Some people just want to see the world burn.
just a little bit, just a little bit.
It's wild.
But no, I feel like I might be biased, but I just think that the girl has, like you guys said, a better opportunity to get her way. If she has like a temptation, you know, and then like hiding it from her significant other. And like you said, I feel like it's easier for the girl to hide it too.
Yeah, I mean, I've experienced it like firsthand, like girls doing that to me, like hiding shit, like very, very good, like very good. And then they slip up like once, and then and it's like, fuck, what the fuck would happen here? Like,
Then you have to
what's
bring
going
out the
on?
files. What do we have here? Oh, god damn. That search history is crazy.
According to my file, you are a thought.
The records show here you're a hoe.
And bro, and that just makes you like, oh man, like think differently on relationships and what girls do,
Like be
behind
more
the back.
cautious.
Yeah, cautious. And I don't like that, bro.
Traumatizes you.
I don't like that at all, because then it just like affects you in different relationships and stuff. And that's why you have to like be good with yourself before going in another relationship. But then it's like at the same time, if you see those same patterns, it's like, damn, I don't want to think about it again.
Yeah.
You know?
Because
Or-
it could not be true.
Yeah,
but now
exactly.
you're in that like mentality of like, is it happening? You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
No, I think that's the fucked up thing about, you know, moving on in relationships and the trauma that you get from your past relationship. You know?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Damn. Yeah, no, it's a lot. Is there one thing from you guys' past relationships that has been very strong, like you guys feel very strongly about, that you know is something that you want to either leave alone in your next relationship or bring into your next relationship?
Definitely communication.
Okay. Yeah.
I feel like communication could help out throughout any relationship, because holding in everything that you want to say to better the relationship is actually going to like tear it down and make it more detrimental.
Okay.
I think tensions start to rise from firsthand experience. And so if I were to go into like another relationship, communication is going to be priority number one.
Okay. I like
As
that.
it should be.
Yeah, no, I
Where
agree.
would you leave?
Where would I what?
What would you leave? Like,
What would I leave in the relationship
past?
in the past? Just getting too comfortable with the person and like hanging out with them too much. I feel like that's also detrimental. Like, not going about your own day and kind of depending on each other to make each other happy, like with the time you spend, instead of like going about your day, coming home and, you know, like you guys can talk about your day and all that stuff. Just like spending the whole day together is kind of like, it's good like every once in a while, like you have like maybe once a week or so, whatever you guys do. But I think just not depending on each other as much throughout
I like that. Yeah.
the days.
Less codependency, more coexisting.
Yes, exactly.
I like that. What do you think, Luch? Or how do you feel about what you've brought or what do you want to leave?
I definitely want to bring some communication again. Yeah.
In what aspect, I guess?
I think communication and in every aspect, like you know, there's been times where like I haven't been very open on like how I felt about certain things and how uncomfortable I felt, and I didn't say it right away, or like I didn't bring it up in a great way, you know what I mean? And I feel like that would be nice to, you know, now that I've learned a lot about, you know, communicating my feelings and shit like that, in the future it'd be great to be open with things I'm very uncomfortable with, or things that like my boundaries and all this stuff, and just being honest and transparent, you know, instead of holding things in and then blowing up at the end or something like that, you know what I mean? And then to leave, you know, in the past, probably just I'd like to just probably fuck, I don't know what to leave, because it's like great experiences too, you know, like
of course
you learn a lot. I definitely just leave like being complacent. Like he said, fuck, I'm just taking everything that Jared said, like almost being too stagnant, like and just doing the same things over and over again.
Yeah.
And just try to like change it up, you know.
I like that.
I definitely want to change that, because sometimes you do get a little comfortable with routine and all this stuff, and you know, you gotta change it up a bit, spice it up. Even though I do like to spice it up a bit, so
spicy. I like it a little spicy.
Like with dates, I meant, like, you know, that stuff.
Yeah.
Handcuffs.
Very nice.
I meant
very nice, brother.
Yeah. So
He would like a police officer.
Mrs. Officer. Okay, bet. So, you have anything else? Or how about right? Fucking. Yeah. He said, "Here's my wallet, sir."
What's that meme? It's like there was one Vine video or something, like you can't take your friends out anywhere. It's like because of this, and then he's like in Target. There's this guy just in Target, and he's like, the caption says, "This is why you can't take your friends out in public."
Yeah.
And then the guy's just walking in public, and then he's in the middle of Target, and then he's like, "Get your black ass down!" I'm like, oh my god!
Yo, I love that clip. It's so funny.
So loud in front of
Bro,
somebody.
yes.
I was like, what the fuck?
Chilling in a Target deep as hell voice. Shut your podcast down.
Just like so passionately.
So passionate.
Like, let me show you how I used to shoot the gun when I was in the field. Get your podcast down,
bro. That shit is so funny. Get your podcast.
That's what reminded me of that situation.
No, that's for real.
Oh god,
that's funny.
Oh yeah, what's your take on it?
Yeah,
while I
circle
get
back. No, bet.
Can I try this, by the way?
Yeah, of course.
Try,
yeah, bet. Good looks. Oh, yours a little sweeter. Oh, wow. Well, yours
has
really
like
sweet.
A bourbon.
It does.
Not bourbon, but like a barrel taste.
Yeah. This is good, though. I like this. Yours is sweet. It's actually nice.
Lucky. Hello, Luckard.
What up, Luckers? Yeah. Hello, big boy. But, yeah, to continue back on the question, the one thing I want to bring into my next relationship is... I think it's going to be understanding because, or actually, yeah, I'll say understanding because I feel like there was definitely times where I think coming from different backgrounds, different family types, and, you know, she had just seen love a different way, you know, and she also did grow up in a separated household, which, you know, affected the way she thought about a man in a relationship and stuff like that. And I think when it came to moving throughout the relationship, there were certain things that I fully didn't understand why she might have felt insecure or uncomfortable with until I had to like really just like stop talking, like listen for a second, you know what I mean, and just actually like actively hear her out and like make, you know, the effort to like, you know, get it to a place where we're both comfortable. So I would say understanding for that. And the thing I want to leave is probably, I would say like, not even, I don't know if I want to say like, I don't know if it's like bickering, but I think like I'm a very like confronting type of person, and I like to have those conversations that are hard to have. But also I guess I've definitely been like, I think I've been a little bit too nice in the past sometimes, and like that sounds like so like OD, but like sometimes I feel like I've like let these girls like kind of like say their piece a little bit too much, where I'm like, oh shit, like I actually just got my whole life fried, like, and like I'm just kind of like sitting here like, because like in my mind I'm like oh, like I'm just gonna
life fried.
yo, exactly, you know, like in my mind I'm like all right, yeah, like wait till you're done type shit, like I'm gonna let you say your piece, like, but then like in the end, like when I looked back on it, I was like, damn, like yeah, like I feel like in my mind it was good at the time where I was like, yeah, like I'm just gonna let her blow off the steam and I'm gonna say my piece when we can have a good conversation, which is probably the right idea, but I shouldn't have let myself get like disrespected like that, no cap, I'm not gonna lie. Where I feel like what I want to leave in the next relationship is just like kind of maybe letting, or I guess like, I don't know, just being a little bit too nice, or I guess I just didn't stand on my own too much. Like I would always say my piece, and like I stood on what I said. I stand on business, but like I started off the conversation.
Sorry, you started with Stan. I just popped in my head.
Once I started the conversation, yeah, understandably.
Sorry.
Yeah, but it was just, I don't know. It was just interesting. I guess I would say like, yeah, I guess I just didn't. I don't know. Like I just always felt like I didn't have that many problems with her, and it was always about me. But I was like, I looked back after the relationship, and I was like, okay, like that's just not real. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's just not how shit works. You know what I mean?
Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was just like her perspective.
That's what I'm saying.
It's not really like from her perspective. It's you, but in reality, it's just her being very like overly aggressive about it, and maybe she's not understanding your situation.
I
either.
agree.
You know what I mean? So like, it's not necessarily that, but I feel you on that because. I was going to say, like, something that I could bring into another relationship is understanding that fighting, or like we said, communication, verbal communication, fighting, I don't want to say fighting, but like
arguing
is okay. like it's not always gonna be peachy. You know what I mean?
Of course, that's how
understanding that is huge in communication.
Yeah.
Because I feel like arguing does bring out the people's real sides of them, and so like if you're not showing like you being pushed to the edge, then are you really getting better in the relationship?
Oh, I see. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's like, do you even care? Kind of. Yeah.
Exactly.
But I'm gonna devil's advocate that, because I'm also like the person that's like, even like the conversation that we had the other day with Ty, it's like I'm not always here for a reaction. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna always give that reaction. I think even my ex, like when I didn't give that reaction, she would almost hit me with that, like, do you even care? And it's like, bro, like I just want to have a rational conversation. Like I'm not here to be, you know, like popping a vein, like talking to you about some dumb shit. You know what I mean? Like it's just not that deep.
I'm thinking of a white kid with like the curly hair with like the vein. Like,
oh yeah. That's mad funny. Yeah, no, I hear you, but yeah,
No,
so
I see
that's
that.
that's a valid point, because you also want to be able to like stay within yourself and not explode
of course,
every time.
Of course,
I feel
yeah.
like that's toxic as
Yeah,
well. Like when
yeah.
you over argue, but
if
it's
you,
also
oh my bad, keep on.
it's also toxic like when you don't show that you care in a sense.
I agree. Okay,
Like when you act like it's not that important.
Yeah, the nonchalant dude type of deal.
Yeah.
Like, you know about that. Yeah.
And like that's how I felt like I was, and I want to be like a
I
little
felt
more
that.
passionate within my relationship about certain stuff that I feel
Yeah.
is important.
Oh yeah, I'd probably leave like not being super sympathetic. That's what it
Okay.
is.
Not being sympathetic.
Yeah.
Okay, and how so?
Because like Diogo said in the last, like I think it was like 2 podcasts ago, he's like, I used to be stone cold.
Like,
with
oh, you
everything.
mean
like just like with like
Empathy and shit.
empathy. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Not being so empathetic.
sympathetic and empathetic are
Very similar.
Kind of
Yeah.
the same,
Well,
right?
pretty much the difference is sympathetic is when you feel for them because you've been in their situation, and empathetic
yeah.
is if you just feel for their situation.
for the-
yeah.
Yeah.
So why
So-
do you not want to be empathetic or sympathetic?
I want to leave like me not being empathetic. That's what it is.
Okay. I understand.
Yeah.
So you want to be more understanding.
More
basically.
understanding, more validating your feelings and stuff like that. Yeah. So
I hear that. I like that. I think that's
a good
a
one.
great one. I could definitely attest to that. I think it's kind of hard sometimes, realistically. As a guy too, you know, I feel like men or women are a little bit more emotional than men, and I think sometimes, especially the way I think a lot of us have grown up a bit more traditionally with, like, you know, less emotion from the guys and stuff like that. It's hard because you can't fully understand what she's going through, you know what I mean? And like, but if she doesn't have that communication skill, like, how can you understand? You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just a
Exactly.
give him a
Yeah.
pat on the back. Like,
Yeah.
you're right.
You just bump him on the shoulder. You'll be fine.
Like, my goldfish has died, and I thank you.
You're like,
At least I'm here for you, you know.
so yeah, you good though, right?
You good, right?
No, I'm about to say crazy.
You good, bro?
Yeah, you good?
Imagine that.
Shout out Trey Rags, man.
But you know why I was probably like so stone cold, because I think my first girlfriend ever would like cry a lot.
Okay.
And it kind of got boring, or not boring, but just like
it was just like
same thing. Like, here we go
same
again.
thing over again. Like
Yep.
and
I feel that.
yeah, I just kind of got stone cold, I guess. I don't know, but
I mean, understandably.
I didn't even cry at my grandmother's like passing either.
Yeah.
Neither, bro.
So it's just like, I don't know. It could be something like, well, I kind of figured out what it is, you know, like I was just hiding my feelings a lot.
Yeah.
And whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, back then, like as a kid and growing up, I just didn't, because I had to grow faster, you know, be more mature. I just held a lot of my feelings in.
Yeah.
That's so crazy you say that, because like me growing up, I was the youngest of 3 boys, so like I was like always getting picked on and shit.
Yeah.
So like growing up from like birth to, I would say, 6th grade, 7th grade, I was like one of the biggest crybabies.
I was just about to say, because you're the youngest of the three, you have to be the crybaby.
Biggest crybaby. Once my granny died, bro, everyone in that funeral was crying their ass off. I'm looking around like,
yeah,
and I'm just trying to cry. So I'm like,
yeah, right, yeah.
Like, I'm trying to force it out. I was trying to force it out, but I was like, why can't I cry right now?
Yeah, OD.
So like, I think it was at that point, like I always say, like, I ran out of tears at that point. And ever since then, like, I can count on my hand how many times I've cried.
Really, yeah.
So it's weird.
Yeah,
but
I think it's for one, I think it's being aware. I think when it's a young age and you see those funerals, you don't even fully understand what's going on, or it's like you can't even fully process it. Even 16, like, bro, like even at our age now, like death is one of the things that is so far away from human like interpretation. Like nobody can interpret death, you know what I mean? Nobody knows what it's like. No one knows where you're going. Exactly. And also like the people that are sick smoke cigarettes, you know what I mean? It's like that kind of thing. Like whether or not you are about to die, like the human brain can't even physically realize that it has a possibility of dying, you know what I mean? Like you get scared, but at the same time people jump out of fucking airplanes with parachutes, you know what I mean? It's like
gotta live it up, eh?
Yeah,
exactly.
Get crazy,
live on the edge.
But that's an interesting one. I don't know, I'm kind of interested in that. I think a lot of guys do relate to exactly what you guys are talking about, because I definitely felt that. Like my grandfather's funeral, which is like the closest of my two grandparents, the only one in the US at least, or the only side of my family that's in the US. Like when he oh wow, I'm faded. Not my grandfather, but I meant my uncle. But yeah, my uncle on my dad's side, like it was close. But it was one of those things where like at his funeral I didn't cry. I had that moment of like, damn, like I should be crying, or like what's going on? Like am I not feeling, or am I not emotional, or something like that? And this is actually gonna be deep, but like my dad actually didn't cry at his brother's funeral, you know what I mean? And like my mom, I remember being like the whole time like, you can cry, like just like be fine with it, you know what I mean? But like he's still stuck in a very like older mindset and traditional mindset. I don't think I've ever seen my dad cry like actually in my whole life. I've seen him like shed a tear, like, and that was about it. And that was like when my like sister like came back home like on some surprise. But like I've never like in my whole life seen my dad actually cry, you know what I mean? And I think for me as a younger man, like I think it probably does show like, yeah, men don't cry, you know what I mean? Shit like that. And like I mean shit like, hey, you catch me
that's how I was raised too, man.
Yeah.
I feel that.
But it's tough. It's
hard.
But I think I've tried to like let some of it go, where I'm like, you know, I understand, where I think I see like my father in that position, and it's like I look at that and like it's not cool anymore, you know what I mean? Where I'm like, I don't think it was cool that he didn't cry at his brother's funeral, you know what I mean? Where I'm like, that's not cool. It sounds crazy, you know what I mean? Like when you actually talk about it, like you're not being like a masculine man, you're actually just being like a dude afraid of his feelings, you know what I mean? Where it's like you should feel those emotions.
Or maybe he just doesn't want to cry in front of people either.
Yeah, but like but the thing is like that's fake, you know what I mean? Because if you are feeling those emotions, you should feel them, and like you should express them. Like why I think you just said literally talks about why our male community is like that, because it's like, why does it matter if another dude sees him cry? You know what I mean? Like why should that be a big deal? But that's immediately what I think.
He could cry by himself too, you know.
Agreed.
Once he heard the news.
Yeah. But why would you not cry at a funeral? Like that's where you're meant to cry.
Or maybe he has just lost a lot in his life, and he's kind of used to it.
Yeah.
That you might not know of. And it may not even be death. It could just be, you know, people walking out of his life, and like he never like sees them again. Or maybe he cried to himself before the funeral, accepting that his brother was like, he was never going to see his brother again.
That's a very good point too.
Yeah,
because that's what my dad did when my granny died. Like that was the first time I ever seen him cry. It was when his mom died.
Yeah.
And I remember like it was my think it was like a day after my birthday, and I was on my way to like a rec championship basketball game. And like it was my mom and him in the car, and he was just like, he just started bawling his eyes because he was like, I'm never gonna see my mom again. I'm never gonna be able to say hi to her. And like that hit me hard because like I'm just sitting in the back, like I was excited to go to this game, and then all of a sudden like shit's hitting me. Like I won't see my granny either, and I didn't know like how to console him. So like I kind of just like walked out the car and hoped my mom was there to console him for that. So I felt him on that.
Yeah, but do you think that actually like don't you think that interaction was actually like kind of good though in a weird way?
Yeah. No, it was like the first time I ever saw him cry.
Yeah, which is like such a weird thing, but I think younger men do need to see stuff like that. Like men do cry. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Men do feel emotions. Like there's no reason if you're feeling that emotion in that moment. I 100% am a person of like you should be able to control your emotions, but like there's certain things that you do not need to control. Like you don't need to look like a big, strong, masculine guy if your mother or sibling or family member just died. Like you have every right to cry and some. You know what I mean? Like you have like every right to like fucking crash your car low key sometimes. Not actually.
Okay, all right.
No,
the biggest thing was, I guess for me, was like not showing emotion like that, in front of people, seem strong, whatever, and all this stuff. And the first time like I did it like in front of like a lot of people was when my grandfather passed away. And like I couldn't hold it in, like I was trying to, but it's just like I found out it was like in my my stepdad's mother's place, and I just like woke up and I heard the news and I just couldn't hold it in. I was trying to, then I just couldn't. Like it was just like coming out, like And I saw my brother. It was like the first time like I was like crying in front of my brother, like all these people, like just. It was fucking weird. Yeah. And it was just like I was trying so hard to like hold it in, and then I was like,
once it's out, it's out.
And I'm just like, all right, dude, I gotta let this go, dude. It's like fucked.
But it feels good though,
dude. It was like I was crying for so long, dude. It was like, what the fuck is going on?
Because you probably had repressed so much.
Because I was gonna call him the day before, and I missed his call, and that's why like it hit me so much harder because I had regret and stuff like that. Yeah. So it was just like very, very tough. Yeah. But it felt really good, and also like opened my eyes to feeling more, and that year I actually went to therapy for the first time. So
that's fire though. Yeah.
It felt good. Yeah.
No, that's good. Shabby. I like that.
So and any of you men that are out there holding your feelings, man, talk to someone. You guys always have us to talk to as well.
Of course.
And yeah, don't hold those feelings in.
Exactly. Man. Feelings are real. You know what I mean? I think everybody needs to accept that, like, everybody's going to feel them, whether you're a guy, girl, or they. So, you know, you just got to learn how to
you can have a perfect life, but still, like, have fucked up, feelings. Yeah. It's all in your head. With mental illness nowadays and stuff like that, it's very important to talk to someone or 100%. Seek help. Yeah. In any fashion. Yeah. So make sure to do that, all right?
Yeah. Sir. Yeah. And talk to the people that are close to you. I think before anything. Always I feel like that's your first support line. So definitely always turn to the people that you have closest to you. Yeah. Definitely. Because there's really no problem with, feeling any of those types of ways and being vulnerable. I think we've talked about it in the past, but I think there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean?
Nothing wrong with it at all.
But yeah,
I think we'll end it off there, huh?
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, start off some fun, some deep, and then some mental help, mental awareness stuff for men. Damn.
Unless you want to get one more question real quick, if you wanna.
No, I got that.
Yeah. All right, let's get out of here.
That's good.
Let's wrap it up.
And we'll probably talk more about all that stuff. More often because it's very important,
definitely.
Because anyone can commit suicide, and they have a perfect life, or
what everyone thinks is a perfect life.
Yeah, what everyone thinks is a perfect life, and they're okay, but they're not okay. It's like it's very tough.
Yeah, so, I agree.
Yeah, but see you guys in the next one. I hope you enjoyed, this little wine talks, and make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff.
See you in the next one.
Peace.
Peace.
If I told you I don't wanna